Okay, yeah, push record.
Go ahead.
Okay. So where I'm at now is things are working, which is amazing. I doubled my business last year, which is great. So I made over 200K, which I was really happy about. I'm bringing on team members, which I'm really happy about. I'm investing people in team. Um, I'm getting the word out. Like I'm at the most successful place of my business,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm really tired
Yeah.
and I just want to rest and I can't rest. And I'm bringing on team members so that, they can be doing things and I can be delegating, but it doesn't seem to be really changing my workload. It's just changing what I'm focusing on. And I'm finding it a bit challenging, distressing even to be at this place that previously I would have been like, oh my God. And now I'm like, oh, I just want to rest. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm having trouble with my mindset,
Okay.
of feeling like I'm inspired and motivated. I feel more like I'm working against resistance. And it's not really the place that I want to operate from.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I have growth ahead of me, but I don't really know how I'm going to be able to like create time and space to dream it up and make it come into reality.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay.
I just feel this deep sense of fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And exhaustion.
exhaustion. Yeah. And it's really hard to get on top of.
Emotionally, physically. What about spiritually?
Not spiritually.
Good.
Spiritually, I feel really aligned. I feel more connected with the divine than I ever have done. I
Awesome.
I put myself last year about this time, it was like November. I was really close to burnout and I was like, I can't work like this anymore. It's just not feasible. And so I did two things. One of them, which was the biggest one, was just to let go and put myself in the hands of the divine and let the divine guide me and really like cede control that way. And it's all worked out way better than when I was pushing and striving and worrying and all of that, like it's really much
Yes.
better. And then I brought on some more team members who could do some of the work. So those things combined, like, and until I got to this level of exhaustion, I actually was really amazed at how relaxed I was. I was like, this is so crazy because up until that point, I've been doing, 60, 80-hour work weeks reliably every week and really not having much work-life balance.
Yeah.
And I was worried all the time and I was, like striving and pushing and then I just let go and let the divine take over and I was like, I can't believe how relaxed I am right now. Like this is so crazy. I'm so relaxed. And I'm still living my life in that state. So that part hasn't changed.
Good.
And I think it's just going to get stronger as time goes on.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm still tired at a way that I feel like if it was possible, like the energies of the world are calling me to pause
Mhm.
and take stock and just kind of give space, but logistically speaking and in terms of leading a team, I really have no idea how that would happen because I have, obligations of things that I've set up and I have team members that I have to stay on top of and I can't disengage. But I'm finding sometimes I'm getting sloppy with things because I want to check out, but I can't check out. So I'm doing like a partial thing and then I'm not doing it as well. And
Right.
mistakes are happening. And yeah, I'm in this really like substantial push pull
Okay.
scenario.
Okay. Got it. So let me ask you a few questions then.
Okay.
Where you are right now, is it where you thought you'd be at this time? Last year you doubled, like you said, you were happy with that, brought on team members. Has are you where you envisioned yourself to be, or you farther ahead from that, or are you behind that? What's the internal aspects of the dream and the vision? Tell me that.
I think it's a mixed bag. I think in some ways I'm farther ahead because, even a year or 2 years ago, I had a part of me that didn't really believe I would be able to get out of debt. I didn't really believe I would be able to afford a house on my own. I didn't really believe that I would be able to make like a properly sustainable business, even though it was showing evidence of, but I was having the experience of being really squeezed. And now I'm not having the experience of being squeezed, which I love.
Yes.
So in that sense, although the numbers that I was aiming for were not as high because I was aiming for 500,000 and now I'm at 200, but the experience of ease is better than I would have wanted.
Yes.
But in terms of marketing and how I'm putting myself out into the world, how I'm educating people on the cause that we're working on, I feel like I'm really behind. Like I'm not
You
hitting
do?
the note. I'm not hitting the notes that I want to hit, and the themes of what I'm putting out there are not on point. I feel like I've missed a lot of opportunities now in the 4 years to have like built up a bigger audience, to have really educated people. Yeah, so I feel behind on that sense. But I've been doing an exercise for the last couple of years of looking back at what I've accomplished. And
Mhm.
it's really valuable because there's so many things
Yep.
that I forget and that I
Yes.
miss. And there were times when I've 10x'd what I've been doing in the year and not recognize it at all until I look back. And then I'm like, holy cow, like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I didn't even know that I doubled my business. I was like hoping when I had my annual review with my bookkeeper, I was like, I hope that I've made six figures. Like, I really hope at least I've, even 103 will be great. And she's like, oh no, you made 210. And I was like, what? Like, what?
Oh, that's
All I
great.
knew as I was going through was that the bank account kept having money in it. And I was like, okay, well, great. I guess I must have my expenses under control because the bank account keeps having money in it. And
Mhm.
it didn't translate until I had my meeting with my bookkeeper that it was actually like twice as much money that was going in there. So
Good.
that, in that sense, I bought Dean out with the help of my dad, but I bought Dean out. So I own the house
Good.
by myself now, which
Right.
is great. It's very
Huge.
empowering. Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Space for grace, freedom,
Yes.
all that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I
Yes.
have space for love, which is great. I have a beautiful girlfriend who I love, and we have a
Good.
really beautiful relationship. So
Good.
I've got some work-life balance that way, which I'm really
Good.
happy about. So, yeah, like I'm 5 years ahead of schedule on owning the house myself and living in the house myself. I thought I would be still years away.
Mhm.
But I'm doing it now and living in it now and making it myself now. So it's not a straight line on how far ahead versus how not I am.
No. So, um, I think this energetic tiredness and exhaustion, there's something in there that's creating that for you.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
Because you are an incredible human being. I love you to bits. Well, that's one thing for sure. I'm so proud of you. I could just do this happy dance around the block here. You know, I talk about you and promote you at all these, podcasts. And one story, yours is always my story. And, there's a price that we pay in dreaming big. Okay. And there's also a deep level of surrender that happens when we start manifesting that dream, right? So, and it's energetic. Oh, I just got truth bumps all over. I just got a rush. It's an energetic humbling to that. There's this places inside us that have this big dream, and then this doubt and unconscious mind that screws us up. Okay, the dream. Okay, so I'm holding it together here. Okay, I'm going to bring on some more team members. Okay, I'm getting the systems and the processes. Okay, I got the marketing together, and okay, that's all. So things are running smoothly, but there's still things in our unconscious mind that control us, and it feels like it's out of control within you. Like you feel like you don't have the control of it. And like you said, it's not a spiritual position, and it's also not a logical, intellectual, structured system situation. I think it takes an acute level of self-awareness. What my experience of it has been is this intrinsic accountability to, and this is asking a lot. I mean, and I'll tell you after why I'm so passionate about it, is this deep level of commitment to yourself, to your success, because these issues that you have in your unconscious mind that are taking the energy out of your body and your spirit want to be heard, and they want to be seen, and they want to be felt. And you're an amazing machine too, Eryn. I mean, you got this beautiful blend of the sacred part, the physical part, how important nature is to you. That's why you're sitting in that chair right now. So do I. It's like, okay, if this self-care ain't gonna happen, I'm gonna be not on my game, right? So you also have all these people that are looking at you for guidance in every which way but Sunday. And you're the answer to their life where you used to suffer. So you intimately know their pain. Oof, I just got truth bumps all over again. So here's the deal. I think that your next step can be is go within to win. So I mean, what you've accomplished is quite extraordinary. It's kind of like the 5-year thing, but you've done it. So a lot of what you're doing is right. Energetically too, and purposely, and making a difference in the world. It's feeding that nourishment of having meaning in what it is that you're doing as you're serving these individual people, right?
Yeah.
So there's some evidence that needs to be extracted. It is like pulling teeth, because your conscious mind has kept a handle on that. So it's kind of just pushed it down, and you may not even be aware consciously of what it is. All you know is your body saying, you know, and even if you get outside, even if you still do your yoga, even if you get lots of love and ask for what you want and receive it, you're still tired. And even if you know that you're making a difference, you're still tired. There's a place in you that's lost a little bit of faith. I'll tell you that. And when you're saying that, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit sloppy. You know, there's some mistakes. I'm dropping some balls. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's happening? What you're doing is you're kind of erupting the volcano, I think, because you know yourself. You do. Probably better than anybody I've ever met. You take yourself seriously.
That's true.
Don't you?
I do. I do. I do.
So the only way that you're going to have vitality again and unlimited energy, unlimited from the second you wake up in the morning at 5 to when you go to bed at night, and to last all day long on an absolute vitality track, is to clean up. There's some things that need to be cleaned up. There's some dust bunnies in the corner of that room. So where do you doubt yourself in your thought processes? Like, I want to know intimately, because we all have those little voices of doubt, or it can even just be a flicker.
I think I doubt that I can keep going once I've reached a certain level, because historically I would reach a level and then I would just peter out and just like conk out, and I wouldn't get farther than that because I would just go like eh. And I'm concerned that's happening now.
Yeah.
Where I've reached a certain level of success. I mean, it may be natural that my body wants to rest, because it's like I've worked really fucking hard for the last 4 years.
Absolutely.
And without really any kind of significant break. And now, you know, that panic button is off and I feel grounded and aligned. And so it may be natural. My body's like, okay, you know, you've reached this plateau. You climb, 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 climb.
Right.
And now you just want to sit and take in the view for a while. I mean, there's, I think, a natural component of that, but I have resistance against the relentlessness of the time. Like, you have to keep showing up, you have to keep making things, you have to keep, you know, engaging with the things, you have to keep going. And even though my body's calling for a rest, and like a substantial rest of like 2 months or 3 months or something, like a substantial rest, um or even like 6 months or something, but how would I do that and not lose the momentum that I built so far, not lose the business, not lose, you know, and then get back into financial instability and then have to like backtrack and build again. And
No, it's not going to happen.
so I don't really know. And I've been trying to organize my work so that I'm focusing on the things that I love. Like, I love teaching. I love, you know, researching things. I love visioning and creating the direction. I love creating the culture.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, like I love creating just the creating, really. Like, I'm a creator, I'm a visionary, I'm an inventor. Like, all of that is really fun. And I hardly do any admin anymore, which I'm so grateful for. I have like a dedicated admin person that Marielle manages. And Marielle does some admin, and then Merkin does some admin. And now I've hired a salesperson and she's helping, and then I'm bringing on marketing people, and so they're going to be helping. And so, you know, a lot of those things that I used to have to do, because I used to have to wear 25 different hats.
I know.
I'm not going to have to do now, which is great. But really, I want to work like 3 days a week or maybe 4 days a week
You
and
can.
be able to have that spacious schedule where I'm literally just focused on the things that I love. Like
Yeah.
I want to do podcasts every month and talk at conferences and
Yes. I see you speaking.
yeah. And to be able to speak and be taken seriously, it's been suggested a couple of times that I should get my master's degree, but like how on earth
No
would I
chance.
fit that in?
No, no, no.
Like,
And you don't need it. You've got enough purpose and passion in your pinky. I mean, people want to hear what you're going to say because it's the truth. And no, the power that you have on a stage, I mean, that's, you don't need your master's. You're a great speaker. You are eloquent. You are, the way you speak has so much potent energy in it. So it lands for people. No, no, no. I disagree with that 100%. I'm just saying, because you, first of all, you can't. And so tell me about, because I knew you were so passionate about this. I want to make sure that you're still doing it. Tell me about your self-care every day. What do you carve out for you energetically to honor yourself daily?
well, mornings, meditation, yoga, dance, fitness.
Great.
That's pretty unshakable. That's
So that's still happening.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's
excellent.
like absolute mainstay.
Yeah,
Um,
non-negotiable.
non-negotiable. Yep.
Yep.
And then throughout the day, like I do lots of communing with the divine. I'll take myself out into nature. I'll do heart meditations or heart breathing. I'll commune with the elements,
That's
sometimes
awesome.
do creativity things. I'm a little hit and miss with it, but and I feel better when I do it, but sometimes I'm just tired and I can't get the juice to create something. Um,
And you're getting enough sleep?
yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, most nights yeah, at least eight,
Well,
nine.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Sometimes 10, like, and I still don't have to wake up for an alarm. So I can just wake up when my body
That's what I do.
naturally wakes up, which is great. Sometimes it's at 5, sometimes it's at 8. Today, I went back to sleep and I woke up after 9, which is so incredible. It's so
Good,
late. But I still got up and did my practice. And
good girl.
so, yeah, the self-care part doesn't, there's times where it's like
Ebb and flow
higher and
depending.
lower, but it never disappears
Good,
ever. Yeah.
good, good. So, um, this energetic drain that's happening for you, um, if you were to imagine what it is besides this pattern that you've had in your life in the past that you have a bit of fear around, that you may uh, create that again, because that would be an imprint in your unconscious mind too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
we I mean, it runs us, by the way. It's our director, right? So, and it's not, you know, uh, has things in there that need to be cleaned up. So, what I would suggest to do is get super reconnected with your internal reason, your meaning, your why in this process of what you're doing. And gratitude squashes, eliminates, and dissolves those old limiting beliefs that try and keep us small. So what's your gratitude practice currently?
Most days I tune into things that I'm grateful for. I always give gratitude before I eat. I often wake up and just put this burst of gratitude into the field about anything really that comes to mind at the time. Um throughout the day. I'll refocus, especially if I'm feeling fatigued or in resistance or something. I'll refocus on whatever I'm grateful for and feeling it from the heart. But I mean, I always think we can increase our state of gratitude that we live in
Me
so that
too.
it's like a tap that's on all the time, not necessarily just when we're focusing on it.
Yeah, good. Okay. So what kind of vitality do you want to feel energetically?
I would say I want to feel that sense of inspiration and motivation that is like a driving factor. And I'm finding working against resistance, it's like driving with your brakes on, and that in itself is tiring.
That's right.
And so, like, I want to be in a state where that energy kind of lifts you and carries you forward, you know. And I was really driven, like driven for about, I'd say, the first 3 years, really driven. And it was
It
an
was more of a
impossible,
force though, wasn't it?
it was
It
a
was, it,
force.
it
And
was like, it's like a push, wasn't it? And it was
yeah,
a force,
yeah, it was like a force.
making it happen, right?
Yeah, making it happen. And I think that was useful in the very beginning because I was creating it from nothing. It allowed me to create all the programs, to create the structure, the thing, whatever it is. And then I got really tired at the end of last year. And then when I let go and just put everything in the hands of the divine, I stopped feeling that drive, but um I just felt like I was being guided and things were just, unfolding in ways that often were better than what I would have come up with myself.
Yeah.
And I really love that feeling. And now I honestly feel like I'm being called to rest, but I really don't know how to rest and keep everything going and how to be able to work in a way where I can have a regenerative work process without like disengaging because I'm too small. I don't have a CEO. Like I can't disengage. I'm the conductor. And so
Exactly.
I don't know how to balance that.
So your decision to let the divine take the wheel
Mhm.
is the position right now too. See, what I feel in what you've said is that you let it go and things got a little bit lighter and easier and better when
Better, more
when
lucrative, more enjoyable.
yes. And I think there's another level in my mantra that I always talk about in letting go to lead. So it's a surrender to what is calling you forward. Yes, you have to be seen. Yes, you have to stay engaged. I think the form of that may be different than what you've done up until now.
Yeah.
I think that when the divine is got the wheel, the direction is different than where we have been.
Yeah. I would agree with that because they see the bigger picture, they see the potential timelines, they see, your soul development, they
Yeah.
see your impact. Like they see so many things that we with our limited perspective can't see.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
and the things that they put together, the opportunities they create, the synchronicities that come up, like that's also fun, it's
Well,
fun. It's
it
like
is
being in the great
unbelievable. Wait till I
adventure.
tell you what's happening for me, because I've done exactly this in my life, in my business, in the last, well, anyways. So I'm with you on that. So here's the piece though, that's hard, that you're resisting, is sacredly surrendering to doing it differently, because you've been doing it this way for so long, and you know it works, and you're trying. So that's why some things have been dropping, making mistakes. Your ego, this controlling freak that we have inside ourselves, wants to think, well, I have to do it this way. And the truth is, the divine's trying to say, hey, no, listen to me. No, I'm going to create some problems for you here, because and then the ego goes, well, that's happening, it's going to happen the same like it did before. Nope. So you're in this internal conflict. That's what's exhausting the shit out of you. I'll tell you straight. I mean, even though you haven't told me, I know it.
I think you're right. It's the conflict is really tiring. I feel like I'm kind of working against myself, um
You are.
and it's using up valuable energy.
Mm. And energy is limitless, Eryn. I mean, when we allow, this is a lot of what I've been recording in the last while, and when we allow ourselves to be in this flow, that means letting go of control. That means letting go of the wheel. It doesn't mean that we're not taking action. No, 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 no. It means that we're listening from a different place, and we have a higher level of trust in the flow of what we're being called to do. So it's letting go of the attachment to how it has to be.
Yeah.
It's a conscious decision to do that. And this dream you have, this reason for doing it, this why, as Simon Sinek says, this motivation that's got you to where you are right now. I love some of the emails that you send. I was going to pack it in. I was going to pack in massage therapy. I mean, there's so many women out there that feel that. I mean, that's going to grab them. So your form in your creativity is going to be shifting. And it's going to be in more of a surrendering piece. And I will guarantee you with my life right now that when you do, the results will have impact. The outcomes that are going to happen are going to be clues for you. It's going to give you that divine message to say, oh, look at that. Look what happened from that. Okay. So you build up this calm confidence in this position to allow it to flow rather than still forcing and making things happen, right? So your level of trust is much higher than it was before.
It is. It is for sure. I think I'm not trusting in how it would continue to function if I rested in the way that I feel like I need to rest.
Well, what I'd recommend to do, I did my old love it and let go list. You've already done that. What I'd recommend you to do, what is the key areas of priority in your roles and your single responsibilities in keeping this machine going? Do you know what those are right now off the top of your head?
Teaching.
Okay.
You mean in terms of like my role specifically?
Yep.
That keep this thing going?
Yes.
The teaching.
Okay. And how often does that happen?
Weekly.
And how much time does that take?
It depends. If it's my 6-month academy and I'm not running the 6-day intensive and it's just the academy, it'll be somewhere between 2 and 6 hours a week.
Okay.
If I'm also doing the intensive, which is what I'm doing right now, then it adds another 18 hours a week. No, 24, 8 times 3, 24, another 24 hours a week. But I only do this periodically.
Meaning how often?
Uh, Historically, it's been 2 or 3 times a year.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
So can I ask you something about the teaching?
yeah, for sure.
Because as a teacher, sometimes we get addicted to the creativity. That we have
Mhm.
to just keep inventing, keep recreating, keep changing. So do you have your templates flow and process, or are you always evolving it?
Uh, I would say I'm pretty good at the moment on program development. I might make like small refinements,
Okay, good.
but I'm not like overhauling everything all the time.
Okay,
I
good.
I I did do that before, but I'm not, it's not necessary now. Like I've refined and gotten to a good place.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you trust yourself through every one of those activities, right? So there isn't a lot of stress in anticipation, because energy is everything to me,
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
And everything we do, that we make the decision to do, to be in that flow state, in being open, accepting, trusting, believing, and allowing, has a huge energetic activation for vitality versus the opposite.
Yeah.
So how are you when you teach? You're pretty in flow, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say it's like
Okay.
my best self comes out.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I can be really tired going into the class.
Yes, yes,
And as
yes.
soon as the class starts, I get this lift of energy that
Yeah.
sustains me through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I can stop teaching and the fatigue comes back again. But I
Boom.
have this reprieve during the teaching phase.
Okay. So it's rejuvenating for you.
Yeah.
And it fuels your fire of desire, that I call it. So
Yeah.
it's part of your fuel source.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I feel like I'm on purpose when I'm teaching. Like
Right. You
it's
are.
part of what I'm here to do.
Yeah. And I think that's why people stay, come, and talk about you.
Right.
It's that position. Okay. So what else happens?
The sales events,
Yeah.
that's like teaching and sales combined.
Yes.
So that's very central to me. Although this last time that we did it, with this new sales gal who was in the mentorship group that I was in previously, which related a lot around sales and sales funnels.
Yes.
Um, so she came out of that and yeah, she helped us triple our normal sales results, which is wonderful. And she got the whole team involved, which I had never done before. And I love it. Like I was feeling those events as exhausting
Well,
and
they are. Well, they are. And I watched some of your videos, and because I did, I said, let me just see a few of Erin's videos, because I was doing all my challenges, which I've done lots of too, and um, you know, there's part of that that is draining. Okay, so what I'm suggesting you do during the week, I want you to keep just in your phone under notes or on a foolscap piece of paper. Draw a line down the middle. And on the left-hand side, be intimately specific on the things that are your rejuvenating, refueling, vitality activities and people. Because
like
it's,
both personal and business
yep.
or just business.
Well, I suggest you do both, because you're being drained by external resources and internal resources, I think.
Right.
So that's the first thing on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, any moment you can feel yourself just fading, feeling exhaustion, and really track what you're actually doing or the conversations you're having in your relationships. Because I think what happens, I have a podcast called Love Inspired Leadership, which I absolutely am going to get you on there. I'll make it happen. But one of the things that I really focus on with that is this, that as we expand and evolve as a love inspired leader, which is what you have done, is there's this place and time that we have to take on this responsibility to own our energy, because we can't make a bigger difference in the world. We can't attract more clients, because if we don't have the energy, we can't.
Can't service them, can't do the deeds,
Nope.
can't do the things.
So it's a matter of taking yourself seriously. Seriously. It's like, okay, I'm going to take this on as my scientific experiment. I am going to own those moments in time that I'm drained. I'm going to absolutely write down when I am inspired, when I'm in the present moment and it's flowing, and I know that I'm supposed to be here, that it's rejuvenating. I think your battery is on probably about 40% right now because you pushed yourself so hard. So I think what's happening is your physical sense is tired. But I also think that there's places that you need to change in order to build that back up again gradually.
Yeah, I agree. If I keep doing the same thing that I have been doing, I'm just going to, get the same results.
You'll burn out.
Yeah.
I've been burnt out.
Yeah, me too. And it takes a long time to recover from.
Well, it really does. And you're seeing the signs right now.
Mhm.
And you know it. So you will not allow that to happen on your watch. No chance, no way, and no how. Because I'm smarter. I have self-care, but there's some things I need to clean up. And I need to take responsibility for this 100%. So like when we finish this call, I want you to become curious, open-minded, and start creating these lists. Because when you decide that you're going to make a few changes, that you're going to let go a little bit more, that you're going to surrender to this position of leadership, because you're a leader. People are following you. People believe in you, which means that you have to elevate that within yourself.
Mhm.
And nobody can do it but you. It's the internal journey of being decided. I mean, this is what our whole retreat's going to be about at the end of November. Maybe you can come. Oh my God. I just got a flash. Christine Campbell-Rappin and I are doing it together. She's a powerhouse business builder that is traveling around the world, speaking with Les Brown, and she's fabulous at the business, the structure. And this is my zone of genius. This one is owning your leadership. It's a humbling journey. And honestly, Eryn, when you get this, the vitality will just keep growing daily. You're going to be like, wow, you're going to start noticing it. Wow. Whew, I'm on fire. I am present. I'm in the moment. I got this. Oh, I'm so glad. And the gratitude that comes when you start seeing this shift and transformation in regards to your energy and your vitality for life and your business, you will be humbled because you know what this feels like.
Mhm.
This where you are sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest because I just feel like, I mean, I feel like I'm constantly struggling against this sense of inertia and this sense of like just want to put the burden down and but can't, got to keep going like.
So here's the other thing. What happens with our ego mind? It becomes more intense and elevated trying to screw you up, Eryn. I'll just tell you. When you start become successful and things are working, it wants to keep you small. Not on my watch. Mm-mm. No
Yeah,
chance. No
no, I
way.
don't want that
Because
either.
that's what's happening.
Yeah,
So,
I want to feel like, I'm growing with this. I'm expanding. I'm getting into the areas where previously it just seemed like fantasy or myth, but like it's actually happening,
happening.
like that's so fun. But I
Yeah,
do
it is.
know there are times when rest is necessary. Like you can't always be
Oh, I think
exhaling.
I
I
I,
mean, you can't
I
always
think
be
it's
exhaling.
mandatory.
Yeah.
Mandatory, Eryn.
So how do I balance that
Okay,
need, which
okay,
is
I'll tell you.
real,
I'll
with
tell you.
also, keeping on top of everything needs to be kept on top of.
Yeah. So what I would do if I was you, I would track what's going to happen over the next 3 months. Seriously, sit down with yourself. See what kind of energy is going to take to go out to accomplish those specific tasks. And see where you can block out times of relaxation, love, and joy, because that's what rejuvenates us. And I think that you haven't been getting enough love in either time frame.
Oh, I
So
get
that
lots of love and that part's not a
okay,
problem.
okay. But
Um,
what about joy, fun, adventure? Like those are all the things that you thrive on too.
yeah, I mean, I have been getting those, and
Okay, good.
I've, but I just feel like it's not enough. I feel like greedy for it. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like just want more because I just don't want to stop it. I don't know. I just don't want to stop it.
Yeah,
But
I
I
think
want to balance. I want to balance that with like, you know, continuing to build my business, continuing to show up with the things, um and doing it in a way which in itself is rejuvenating. Like I want to be able to, it's a different paradigm. Like
well,
work
it is.
in our culture is traditionally exhausting and you have to take time off to recuperate from it. Like I want to work in a way that it's rejuvenating. It is
Yes,
in itself a rejuvenating activity.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
like I want to switch
it,
the paradigm.
well, you are because you're ready.
Right.
So the one thing is that one side, the other side. Here's the other thing that I want you to do. I want you to become acutely aware of your self-talk, like acutely, more than you ever have in your whole entire life. And see when you tell yourself, I'm tired, because when you do, you are.
Hmm. Yeah. I was gonna write that in a text today. Someone was like, "How are you?" And I was gonna write, "I'm tired," but I erased it and wrote something else because I didn't want to feed that. I didn't
Don't
want to
don't give
give
it
it more
any, don't
energy.
give it any ammunition.
Right.
Give it nothing. So
Right.
I think this whole tired concept is needs to be starved out. I do. And I also think that it's going to take some mental discipline to just start releasing those patterns of self-talk, and maybe set up with your partner, say, listen, anytime I start communicating anything below the line, which is doubt, fear, tired, exhausted, anxiety, stress, just invite me to make the decision to focus on creativity, the answer, a solution. Because the faster we shift it, the more we stay up here. And that's where you need, I think, in your mental discipline to get there. But we can use the people who love us to do that. And, ask for help too. How good are you at that?
Getting better. Definitely getting better. I'm on the Open Up program. This was something that Nixon challenged me on because we broke up in the summer
Oh, you did?
and yeah, for a couple months. And then we both were like, well, our feelings aren't gone, but there's some things in the bigger picture that may not work for a long-term relationship. And one of the things from her perspective was that I was very closed. And when I met her, I was like very closed. I will admit that for sure. And I did start opening up. It was helpful. Her energy, she's very warm, she's very open
She
and
is. She is.
um and I was opening up, but I still had a lot of walls. And then
Protect.
over the summer, I started just actually admitting, like, I really do have a lot of walls. So I made the commitment to myself that I'm on the Open Up program. I've stopped smoking pot. I came to
Right?
terms with the fact that I had an addiction, which I was not paying attention
Uh,
to. I wasn't admitting that it was there. And so I stopped smoking pot and I'm on the Open Up program, which I'm really enjoying. And as a part of that Open Up program, I can reach out and ask for help and I don't feel bad about it. I feel like it's just sort of part of the natural flow. Sometimes people ask for help and I respond. Sometimes I ask for help and they respond. Like it's just part of the natural flow of the universe. So I'm not so guarded. I'm not so restricted. So I feel much better about asking for help than I have done at any point in my past.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Excellent. Wonderful. Yay. Way to go, Idaho. Awesome. So here's another piece in being a leader is that we have to look at all the things that we're distracting ourselves from being this leader that we know we are meant to be. So you releasing that, addiction or whatever it was is huge.
Really is.
I think that's magnificent. So that's also a huge win. So I think what you're doing right now is you're changing a lot of things over the last while. Okay. And our bodies don't like change that much. Neither does the ego. Would rather keep things the same, uncomfortable. Yet the commitment to change means that I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I am. And I'm going to get through this, not around it, not under it. I'm going to get through it. So energetically, you're going to get through this with the commitment that believe, and feel within yourself this vitality for life because you know what that's like. And, I think that just this whole, pushing, forcing, and everything that happens in our lives is for us. Everything. It's to guide us and direct us. So things that aren't working are not meant to work. Yet sometimes we're in this gap or void in between the two cliffs. And I think that's kind of where you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do feel like I'm in a bit of a liminal state right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you also have a lot of faith in yourself,
I do.
as I know you.
Yeah, I do.
I know that woman right there. So just open your mind to be curious, to be more accountable, to take responsibility for every single thought you put into your computer, everyone. And know with each decision to release and let go of anything that you're thinking below the line, you're creating energy. I guarantee you, every single little step, thought, just take ownership, because that's what matters. And you're destined to change the world when it comes to massage therapists and women suffering, going through breast cancer. This is your calling, my dear. You know it. The other thing I'm going to invite you to do is tap into your calling more. That's what's really important. So by saying I'm tired, every time you think that, even for a second, go to, so what is my calling? Well, it used to be this, now it's this. What's it going to be next? So open up the vortex to the power of possibility and opportunity for you. You're just being tested right now, too. I'll just tell you, I think. And you got this. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a temporary thing. I don't think I'm going to be in this state forever.
No, I don't either.
I'm in a learning curve right now where I've I've built something which is working, it's doing the thing, and now I'm figuring out how do I maintain this over time, because as an Aries, like I'm naturally oriented towards starting things and doing things, in a big way. And now there's a different element that needs to come in, which is maintenance. And maintenance is not really my zone. It doesn't have to be my zone. That's what team members are for, so they can maintain. But they need direction. Otherwise, they can't do it. And so, yeah, I think I'm figuring out like what's my role? How do I
Yes.
do this over the long term? How do
Yeah.
I keep that energy of innovation and growth and joy?
Yeah.
And not lose energy on the small things. Yeah, it's
It, it,
like,
it's a commitment, though.
mhm,
You're going to be amazed what you discover. So
right.
are you still journaling too? Because that's huge.
I've let journaling go, I would
Oh,
say.
mm.
Bring it back, you're saying? Bring it
Oh
back?
yeah. Mhm. Yep. That would be a guarantee. So
Okay.
here's what I'm going to recommend.
Okay.
Oof, this is good. This is what I do every day, and it just changed me. Is you just get up, and within the first 45 minutes, which of course they say is when your source is speaking to you, when the divine is heard clearly. One page, Dear Divine, and just start journaling, pour it out. And then here's your next step. This is what's changed me, is I want you to do a selfie based on what you have written, a selfie recording for up to 3 minutes. I'm up to 3 minutes now. And the form of it's changed, which I'll share with you later. But the first step that I'm recommending people to do is write down that truth, pick up your phone, even if I do this with, I haven't even brushed my hair. I got banana between my teeth, probably sleepy man still in my eyes. And I'm in my dad's house coat. So I pick it up and I push record. And I
So like a stream of
reiterate
consciousness
what I
thing?
wrote.
I read what I wrote?
Nope, reiterate.
Oh,
So,
reiterate.
yeah. So you sit in front of there, think about what you wrote, and then just, and don't look at yourself. Look at the little red dot there, and riff no more than 3 minutes, though. This is far beyond powerful that you've ever experienced in your entire life. I mean, I did this because I was challenged by a coach, a speaking coach. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. No. Okay, well, I'm doing it after my journal. I was like Miss Resistance. And now I've been doing it ever since for over 6 months, every single day. And then, so what I'm going to invite you to do is not watch it. This was the rule. She said to me too, not watch it for 14 days. Just do it. Journal, 1 page, riff, just keep it there. After 14 days, then go back and watch it.
And you see different things in it with
Oh,
like the app,
I'm
or-
not even going to tell you. It's mind blowing.
Okay, all right.
And then maybe we can talk after that, because you get to see you. You get to see who you are in your in your mindset, in your soul, in your sacred grace position on this planet. I mean, I bawled my head off. I just went, what? Oh my goodness. Changed me. So every day I do it now. And Eryn, it's just time for you to take on this higher level of leadership, which means you can't screw around anymore with yourself. Can't distract yourself with things that don't matter. You've already made the decision to not smoke pot. I mean, I quit drinking too, because I knew that it took away my sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on a mission just like you. So you know what? I believe in you more than anybody else. I do. I know you got this, you know, and I just think it's going to be fine tuning, changing a few things about the way you think, some of your rituals. Take that on. And your ability to let go, to lead, is going to go to the next level, and allow the divine to give you the messages, to give you the concepts and the ideas, to give you the images of what's happening next, because that's what you're meant to do.
Yeah, I believe that. I do.
Good.
Okay, thank you. It's
My
really
pleasure, my darling. So yeah, just let me know.
Can we make another appointment now while I've got you on the
Yep.
phone?
Yep. I'm just going to stop this recording now. I'm going to send you this recording so you got it. You can look at the transcript.